Okay, guys, welcome to another TNA Impact Wrestling review. This week's show was a live show, and yeah, it was a good show. It was a good show. So let's see what happened. Okay, the show opens up or starts with a match. Now, Impact has been starting off these shows with a match lately, which is always a good thing because we all know when a show starts with a promo, that never really sat well with me. So it's a good thing that they're starting the shows off with a match. And the first match we had was LAX against Jay Coleman and Joe Coleman and Jay Holmes, I believe their names was. This was for the tag team titles. Santana and Ortiz were basically pretty much the faster guys in this match. They were the aggressors. They were really aggressive. They handled these guys like, well, not that quickly compared to another match we'll get to later. But Santana Ortiz retained. After that, you had Conan doing his whole thing, you know what I mean? And then you had DK coming out, confronting them, and then a brawl started out. So all of the guys started fighting each other, and that's basically how the first segment ended. It was a good match. Obviously, Joe Coleman and Jay Holmes were just guys from either wrestling schools or other promotions, just guest appearances. After that, we have Karen Jarrett coming to the ring. Karen Jarrett mentions the changes, the relationships they have been doing with certain companies, and she makes the announcement that GFW and Impact have merged. So, which we already know that was bound to happen. I mean, let's be fucking honest here. GSW wasn't shit on its own. They needed Impact. So, just saying. So right after she said that, then guess who came out? Sanjay Dutt, the original player from the Himalaya. I haven't seen this guy in Impact for a while now, ever since back when GFW had this whole invasion thing. We did see him just real quick a few times, but he is officially back, hopefully, I think, yeah. So Sanjay Dutt is back, and he brings up the X Division, and he makes the suggestion that the X Division of tonight should be the main event, and it should be a three-way match where he puts himself in that match. So right after he said that, Andrew Everett came out. You know, Andrew Everett basically is like, yo man, look, I respect you and all, but this is my time, this is my shot, I need to face him alone. You know, Shane Helms have been giving all these excuses and whatnot, so you need to sit this one out. And after he said that, Bruce Prichard came out. Bruce Prichard basically is like, y'all motherfuckers need to jail. You know what I mean? So Bruce Prichard now says that the X Division match being the main event isn't a bad idea, indeed. And instead of it being a three-way match, let's make it a six-way match. So he's gonna look for 3 other people to be in this match. So that was that segment. Good to have Sanjay Dutt back, the pioneer of the X Division. After that, we have a little promo interview from Crimson, where he kind of tells us a little of his life story and whatnot. But he's going to be back next week, and the news is already out there that Gunner is also going to be the one that returns, basically teaming up with him in this whole Veteran of War thing. But that is all next week. Then we have a knockouts match, which in my opinion was well, not that boring, but I wasn't really feeling this match, you know what I mean? Because for a title match, you like really need to, you know, it wasn't really, how should I say it? It wasn't what it should have been, you know what I mean? Which, by the way, I mean, look, Rosemary, she's good a little bit, but she isn't all that impressive, and ODB is ODB, so you know what you can expect. But yeah, I really was really bored, to be honest, with this match. You know, I mean, this is a title match. You can at least put in a little more effort. So I don't know, and it also seemed rushed because, like, Earl Hebner didn't even give Rosemary enough time to do her thing. You know, he like literally, Rosemary came in the ring. You know how she does her movement thing. Like Earl Hebner just grabs the bell and he's like, ring the bell when the lights weren't even on yet and such. I don't know what that rush was all about, but I didn't like that either. So, but Rosemary retained. So yeah. After that, JB tells us that next week is going to be a street fight against LAX and DK, which should be interesting. Then right after that, we go backstage with the cutie pie Mackenzie. She's so fucking cute, dude, like seriously, and I love her facial expressions whenever she does interviews with these guys and such. She's good. Basically asking Karen Jarrett who the final participants are, with Karen Jarrett saying that one of the guys is Suicide, and then you have Sienna coming on and Karen her face telling her that I see all these GFW guys running around the locker rooms. Where is the GFW Women's Championship? Then Karen tells her she will be here. I don't know who the Women's Championship. I need to check that out. After that, we have a squash match. Chris Sylvia against Congo Kong. Like I said, a squash match. It was really quick. Congo Kong, power moves and all of that. He did a really nice belly to belly though. I really like that. And then he went on the turnbuckle and did this body splash or slam, whatever you want to call it, which looked really fucking nasty though. But he got the win, and that was about it. And then after that, we had the World Heavyweight Championship, James Storm versus Bobby Lashley. Now, this match was so good, everything was so right up until we finally have our official confirmation that EC3 has turned heel. When what happened is that James Storm wanted to use the beer bottle against Lashley, but EC3 went in the ring, took it from it, bashed the dang old cowboy on his head with the beer, and ran off, which gave Lashley the opportunity to give James Storm a spear. 1, 2, 3. Lashley retains. I will say that I am interested, very interested into seeing a feud between these two, because they haven't really feud together. EC3 and James Storm, so it's gonna be really a really interesting feud, especially with James Storm basically now being a face 2 and EC3 a heel, so it makes perfect sense, you know. So this is good, this is really good, I love it. After that, we go backstage with Mackenzie, where she asked Dutch Mantel the two other participants, and Dutch tells us that Desmond Xavier is the 5th guy in the X Division match, which is a really good thing that Impact got their hands on this guy and not NXT, because this guy is really he's really athletic as shit, you know what I mean. Definitely X Division material, so it's good that he is in TNA. Then we have a little highlight video somewhere in Canada or Mexico, I don't know which one, where Chris Adonis basically attacked Moose, gave him his lock. And then we had backstage where Mackenzie, I think was it, that interviewed Moose about this whole thing, and then Moose was like, next week he wants to face Chris Adonis, but then Chris Adonis shows up with he has an arm injury or something like that, telling him that he can't compete and all of that, but he knows who's. And then you have Davey Richard attacking Moose from behind, and that Davey will face him next week. And then we go to the main event, the 6-way X Division match. In this match, Sanjay Dutt, Suicide, Trevor Lee, Desmond Xavier, Andrew Everett, and the last participant, long and behold, the wrestling monk, as I would like to call him, Low Ki, is back. Now shit will really be popping in TNA again, with all these guys being back. Like, now I really have more than enough hope that Impact is gonna look good in the future. Low Ki is back. They got Low Ki back. They managed to get Low Ki back. This is fucking shit, because the last time Low Ki left, he was really done basically, but but I think I brought this up before that with Jeff Jarrett now being in the company and kind of running things. He can make a better deal and give these the wrestlers that left. He is the only one that can, you know, basically bring them back. So if he wants to, he can bring back MVP as well, along with Hernandez. He could settle that whole thing and we have the BDC again, basically. But Loki is more than enough, in my opinion. He's the whole guy. You know what I mean? And I love his whole gimmick now where he wears a tie and all of that, like a hitman and all that shit. He does that also on the indies. I like it. This guy is just fucking amazing. Definitely should be in the X division and all of that. So, but Loki is back. Yeah, that was pretty much everything you expected out of a fucking X division match. High flying shit, fast paced move, all of that shit. A lot of shit went down, a lot of moves. I would say that the weaker guy in this match was Trevor Lee, to be honest. The other guys stood out more than Trevor Lee and Suicide, you know. But at the end, it was Low Ki who got the win. Personally, I still feel like Andrew Everett has been robbed, because I still feel like it should have been just Trevor Lee and Andrew Everett. You know, especially with the whole thing he had to go through and all that just to get the title shot. So it's technically not really fair on his end to having to face other guys as well. You know what I mean, if you think it logically. But because this is Low Ki and I am a fucking huge Low Ki fan, I'm gonna put water in my wine and let it pass for this time. So I'm very okay with Low Ki being the Impact champion once again. Business is booming, as James Storm would say. Things are looking so fucking good. And this show it was a good show. It was a good show. Aside from the whole knockouts match, which there was a disappointment to, and a few little other things, it was still a good show nonetheless. So next week seems to be looking action-packed, even more action-packed, to be honest. But well done, especially with Desmond Xavier being in the company as well. You have Sunday Dutt being, I mean, some of us have been talking about this for weeks now, that the X division needs more guys, and we just got that. The Knockouts division needs more women, we got that. Tag team needs more men, we got that. And I'm pretty sure we're still gonna probably have a few more guys coming in. So business is booming. You know, TNA has always been the company that listens to their fans, regardless of other things that always happen in the company or whatnot. But they always make sure that they still give us, the fans, what we want to see and what we ask for, and that's the thing. And this is where Impact has always been standing out apart from other promotions and such. So I am so fucking glad that our prayers have been answered. Okay, although I still wanted James Storm to win that match too tonight, but it's okay, it's okay. I still want to see this segment, this feud between EC3 and James Storm. It's gonna look good, I'm pretty sure. It's interesting to see who is gonna face Lashley now. It's pretty obvious. Oh yeah, Alberto Patron. I'm not really high on the guy, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be interesting as well. But yeah, that's about it, man. All things is good. Let me know what you thought. Did you like Low Ki winning the title, even though he just came back? Because normally I don't really accept things like this when a wrestler just came in or just made a debut and he wins the title already. But in Low Ki's defense, this guy has been in Impact for a while too. He has been a big part of the X division. He also is one of the guys that made it what it is with his unique style and such. So I'm gonna give it a pass for this time. So yeah, let me know what you thought of the show, and I will see you next week. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, or whatever the fuck you wanna do. I'm sorry, what I'm gonna say? Yeah, I am out. This is how they do it. Now I got it fucking right. Checking hoes.